Hey guys, what's going on here? My name's AU, and I just finished watching WWE Hell in a Cell 2015, and it was good. It wasn't great, it wasn't bad, so to say, but it was good. The main event stole the show. It was fantastic. We saw everything we wanted to see, but I'm going to go match by match. I'm going to kind of not really focus on the important ones, but focus on the ones that you obviously care about. I'll tell you who won, blah, blah, blah. So let's dive into it. The kickoff match was Ziggler, Cesaro, Neville versus Rusev, Sheamus, and King Bear. And gosh, these guys are, I don't know why they put them in the kickoff show. They should have put somebody else, but this was like one of the most entertaining matchups, and it was the kickoff. It was probably, maybe I'd say the third most entertaining, match on the card. And it was just action, it was just Cesaro shined. I love that. Cesaro, I think he deserves a little bit more. He needs to work on his talking, but he does everything else. He has to look. He has an in-ring ability, and he can get the crowd going. Like, he gets the crowd excited, and he just stole the show. He was everywhere, doing everything possible. He's like, hey, Vince, look at me, look what I'm doing. I'm not going too over the top, but I'm getting doggone close, and I'm doing an awesome job. But Ziggler, Cesaro, Neville got the win. Ziggler hit, or I forgot who he got the pin on. I think it was Barrett. I think he got so Ziggler hit the super kick, and then Cesaro did the swing, and then Neville hit the red arrow, and 1, 2, 3, boom! The kickoff match was fan-freaking-tastic. And then opening up the pay-per-view itself was the U.S. Open Challenge, which I said in the predictions a few days ago that Cena was no doubt going to win. I totally forgot that Cena was going to take a few months break, so that was on me. So changed that to back then Cena's guaranteed to lose. But I knew it was going to be somebody booty to come out. And then I saw Jack Swagger's manager, and I was about to turn off the TV. That boy said Alberto Del Rio. I jumped out of my seat. I was excited, and I knew he was going to win the title. It was just insane. That moment was crazy, and they had it to where he just dominated. And I think that they're going to play it off as Alberto Del Rio injures. I don't think they're just going to say, well, they might, but how John Cena was acting, I think they're just going to say Cena's out for an injury, even though he's taking a break. But because he was like holding his hamstring most of the match. But Alberto Del Rio dominated, and I like that. So Alberto Del Rio is the new U.S. champion. Cena's gone for a while. And then, for some reason, the next match, the second match on the card, Roman Reigns and Bray Wyatt. And this was a battle. This was probably the longest match. I'd say it was the longest match, and it was the second match on the freaking card. I mean, this was the most hyped up match because both guys are on there every week, on there twice a week, so there's just a lot of stuff going on between those two. So I'd say it was the most, well, not the most hyped up match, but the most talked about on the show because, they're every 2 times a week they have a promo or a match together. So I mean, it's technically the most talked about, even though the most hyped up one was obviously the main event. But I don't know why it was the second one. Sorry, I'm everywhere today. I know why it was the second one, but I'll get to that at the main event. I'm very upset about it. But it was a battle. They used tables a lot. They used weapons a lot. It was just a Hell in a Cell battle. They didn't go outside. They make the cells different than they used to. I don't think they can get on top of that thing. That thing is thin. Like, Roman walked up to that cell, he touched it and wiggled. I don't think they can get up on top of that thing without it busting the second they get on top of it. That's just me. But I had no idea who was going to win this match. I figured Roman, but I could see Bray winning because Vince likes Bray. He likes Bray a lot, and I know why he lost. I know the main event answers everything for me. We'll get to that soon. But Roman Reigns conquers. It was a heck of a match, though. I don't understand why people don't like Roman Reigns. I'm not the biggest Roman Reigns fan. I'm more of a Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins guy. But Roman Reigns, you gotta respect him. He says some silly things every now and then. I'll take time to say this. He threw in one table. The Sun Gun said the most cheesiest thing ever. He goes, no, I'm not going to use one. I'm going to use two. So I can, bless his heart, but gosh dang it, don't talk like that ever again. Anyway, Roman Reigns won a hard-fought battle against Bray Wyatt. That rivalry is over. Thank freaking gosh. The next match, I believe, I'm just gonna. This might not be in order. I think the next one was the tag team. I'm not for sure. I have a bad memory. But the next match was the tag team match, and I'm happy about this. I'm gonna tell you who wins right off the bat because it was all these matches were short except for the 2 Hell in a Cell matches. They were just lickety split, fast and to the point, I guess. But this is I like the outcome. New Day won, but they got the 3 count. If I saw another DQ, I would have been sending letters to Connecticut or wherever their headquarters are at, because that would be stupid. Taking the easy way out for another pay-per-view. But thank gosh they didn't. They got the 3 count. It was a short match, you know, they got their back and forth. They both did their signature moves, their thing. The jawbone came into play, of course, like it always does. Even without Xavier Woods, it still came into play. Trouble in Paradise, the Bubba Ray, 1, 2, 3. But they got the clean pin. That's what I wanted to see. And I did not want to. I'm not going to call it an insignificant pay-per-view. But if you compare it to, you know, a Survivor Series, a Royal Rumble, a WrestleMania, this just doesn't stack up to that hypeness. I didn't want to see the Dudleys getting the 10th one just yet. And that makes me excited because I know the Dudleys are going to hang around for a little bit. At least, I know they're going to be back. Even if they leave, they're going to be back because they're going to get their 10th title. It's going to happen. So, New Day won cleanly, which I like. And the Divas Championship match versus Charlotte and Bella. Oh, man. I hope they write Bella out because, bless her heart, she had a good run. I don't like her because she just symbolizes Vince McMahon giving CM Punk and AJ Lee a middle finger. And she symbolizes John Cena being over and over and over. She just symbolizes a lot. I like her forearm whenever she hits him. You know, I'm not a big fan. I don't like how, look, I'm a model and I can make millions of dollars. No, I want to see a wrestler like Becky Lynch. I don't know. Charlotte. And, of course, Sasha Banks. Bayley. That's who I want to see. I want to see actual freaking wrestlers, like, that know what the heck they're doing. That know, you know, what this is from that. Instead of just, like, shaking my hips and looking like a whore. And that's what Bella is. And I was so disappointed because I wouldn't say a diehard, but I'm a Seth Rollins fanboy. I wouldn't say fanboy, but he's probably my number 1. We're tied for number 1. How about it? How about that? But Kane versus Rollins, and it was short. It wasn't good. And this is coming from a Seth Rollins fan. I didn't like it. It was short. It was, you know, he couldn't do his moves with Kane. Kane's a class act. Glenn's a class act. He just, I don't know, man. Cena's match at SummerSlam was fantastic. That was perfect. But Kane, I don't know. But Rollins got the clean pin. I didn't see that happen. And we didn't see Sheamus come out, which was good. Good. You know. And here's what I think about Sheamus. I don't think he's going to get the title. I think he's going to be the first person ever to not successfully cash in. Because I don't see Sheamus getting the title. You got Roman. You have Dean. You have Seth. You know. You got Brock. You know. Brock he's feudalist. He's going to be back in a few months. It's inevitable. He's going to probably come back to Royal Rumble or something like that. So you have four guys that are leaps and bounds more title ready than Sheamus. I may talk about this for a different video, so let's just go on to the next match. I think I clicked on something else. Have the match list right on me. Okay. Which is some reason this followed the World Heavyweight Championship match, which is odd. It's odd. But my boy Kevin Owens, he's tied for number 1. My boy Kevin Owens, and this was a crappy match. It was so short. All of these matches were so short, except for the Hell in a Cell matches. I don't know. Oh brother. But Kevin Owens got the clean pin. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see the DQ crap. I want to see Kevin Owens cheating. Kevin Owens went in. He was kind of getting dominated at first, which is weird because it was the opposite of Night of Champions. Kevin Owens was dominating Ryback. So, but Ryback was kind of dominating it. And then out of nowhere, just Kevin Owens sneaks in a pop-up powerbomb 1, 2, 3. Ryback's out of here. Bring on the next Intercontinental contender, which I don't know who's going to be at this point. Maybe Daniel Bryan might come back, and that'd be sweet. All right, so now we're getting to the main event that's probably going to take double the time. So fasten it up. Let's go. This is round 3, and there's so much hype because there's so much like, well, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? How is Vince going to write this? I don't know how I feel. I don't know. Oh, man, I had no idea who was going to win this one. Like, I had a prediction for each match. I was actually right about every match except for Cena because I had no idea who he was facing. I just knew he was going to lose. I think I nailed the head on the, I'm sorry, it's late at night. My expressions are kind of off. But this one I had no idea who was going to win. I just figured maybe, most likely Brock, because I figured this might be Undertaker's last match. But it's probably not. I'll get to that later. But round 3. This is big. It was leaps and bounds, stole the show. Best match. And it made Hell in a Cell good. It was going to be a meh pay-per-view if it was an okay match. But it was excellent, making this pay-per-view good. You got to see a lot of stuff. They both cut. They both cut and they were bleeding bad. They were just got all their moves in, blah, blah, blah. And then we're getting deep into the match. Deep after these guys have just been battling. Brock opens up the ring. Now it's open wood. Undertaker choke slams him. 1, 2, kick out. Undertaker's like, all right. Tombstone pile driver. 1, 2, kick out. Now Undertaker's like, what the freak do I do? Brock low blows him. A payback from SummerSlam. Low blows him, picks him up. F5 on the wood. 1, 2, 3. Brock won. And, you know, this is what I thought, well, this might be the last match. Unless we hear the caw-caw! And Sting comes out. I was just hoping. I was screaming, come on, Sting. Come on, Sting. And then they started chanting, thank you, Taker. I was like, oh, this might be it. This might be it. He's soaking it in. He's looking at the crowd. Thank you, Take. It's going. It's going. And I'm just waiting for the caw-caw. It never came. Instead of it was a, what? Freaking Bray Wyatt and the squad comes out. And I was hotter than a hornet. I've never been so mad in my gosh dang life. But then I held back. I was about to mess somebody up. But I held back. I said, if I hear the caw-caw, because they were surrounding him in the ring. This was perfect. If I hear the caw-caw, I'll be hyped. Everything will be better. And maybe I wanted a one-on-one Taker and Sting, but if I can get a 2-on whatever with the Wyatts, I'll take it. You know, I just want to see Sting and Taker in the ring together. That's all I want to see. So they're surrounding him. They start attacking him. I don't hear the caw-caw, so I'm like, okay, maybe. And then they get him like hung up, and they have the 3 guys are holding him down, and Bray. I just call them 3 guys because I'm just summarizing, man. Then Bray kind of looking at him and just start beating the crap out of him. So I'm like, come on, caw-caw! And then they start carrying him out the ring. I'm like, come on, caw-caw! Never happens. They just keep on carrying him, and I don't hear caw-caw! And then I hear the thing. Then I see the thing pop up, like, you know, whatever, like the end card. And then it's over. I don't know who. Obviously Vince did that, but what the heck was he thinking? Why? Did he not watch his own pay-per-view at WrestleMania 31? Did he not watch Bray Wyatt and Undertaker and the Undertaker beating Bray Wyatt? Did he not watch that match? Does he not realize that whenever Undertaker fights, it's a rarity, and he doesn't need to be facing the same person unless he's Brock Lesnar? But this is Bray Wyatt. Let me say it one more time. The Undertaker is facing Bray Wyatt again. Is that sinking in with you? Bray Wyatt, yeah, he's been around for 2 WrestleManias. He's a class act. I love Bray Wyatt. I think he's probably the best on the mic. He makes good matches happen. But this is Undertaker. This is probably going to be Undertaker's last. This may be Undertaker's last feud. Not with Brock Lesnar. Not with Sting. Not with Triple H. Not with Vince McMahon. With Bray Wyatt. Not anybody. It's Bray Wyatt. Let that sink in. So that was WrestleMania. That was Hell in a Cell 2015. You got Brock Lesnar getting the 1-2-3 count. You got Roman Reigns getting the 1-2-3 count. You got Kevin Owens getting the 1-2-3 count. You got New Day getting the 1-2-3 count. You got Charlotte getting the tap. I don't even think I finished. Yeah, Charlotte won, by the way. And then you got Neville, Cesaro, and Ziggler getting the 1-2-3. All in all, not bad. Just screw Bray Wyatt. And something good better happen out of this, because it's getting the 25th anniversary of Undertaker, and at Survivor Series, is that who he's going to be facing? His 25th anniversary, this legacy that he's built and built and built and built for 25 years, this monster, this legacy that Vince McMahon has built for 25 years. You do the math, 365 times 25. That's how many days it took to build this phenomenon. The phenom. That's what I was looking for. That's why I said it's so funny. This phenom, this icon, this legend of the business. Everybody respects Undertaker. I don't care if you don't even watch wrestling. You're like, yeah, Undertaker, yeah, he's kind of cool. Whatever. Facing Bray Wyatt. You put him up, 25th anniversary against Bray Wyatt. That's all for me. If you want to see more, if you made it this far, never mind. I'll tell you guys later. Just subscribe for more WWE. I like to do this stuff. I like talking about this stuff. Anyway, that's going to do it for me. I'm AU, and I'm out.